Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Connery Rink for Interleague Boys Hockey. The Lynn Jets taking on the combined Greater Lowell and Neshoba Tech. Lynn Jets looking for their third win. Greater Lowell and Neshoba is trying to get over 500. They're 9-9. Cole Currier will be in net for Greater Lowell and Neshoba. Stephen DiFilippo in net for the Jets. It's hard to believe we're winding down. The Jets have this game. They have this being Wednesday. They've got a Saturday night game here, and then the end of the month they play one more here, and the season's over. Greater Lowell and Neshoba has 3 games left to play. They played 22 rather than the normal 20. The Jets snuck it back to the Greater Lowell end. I'm going to call it Greater Lowell, so I have go overboard. At the side of the net, DiFilippo holding the post. They dump it past, but they keep it in. DiFilippo got a pad on that shot from James Conway, and the Jets flip it out. Brian Boisson, you look and you say they've got 2 wins. And you say, how can he keep his job if he only's got 2 wins? He's doing an unbelievable job. They've had a couple of tough games that they've lost. And it's just very hard for this team to compete. They ice the puck, they'll bring it back to the Jets end for a faceoff. It's extremely hard for this Jets team to compete. They have 20 people on their roster. 13 of them are freshmen, 8th grade, 7th grade. They had a booklet that was at the front door today that the alumni put out. It had pictures of all the players. I said some of those players should be home in bed. They shouldn't be allowed to play a 6 o'clock hockey game. They're 7th and 8th graders. Almost tipped in by Jake Wazonski. He tipped it wide. Jets trying to clear it. They can't. Kept in. Trying to bang it out. They just get it out. Jacoby Camo just got it out. Broken up by Jacoby again. Now they skated over the line. Shot blocked. Might have been Witten that blocked that shot. Might have also been Alisi. Everybody changing up. Shot misses the net. Shot misses the net. And the Jets clear it out to center ice. Scanning it out is John Crowley. He's having a great year for the Jets. He's really playing well. They try to get it in. They keep it in, but offside. Crowley carried it in. There was already a player in. And then when they touched it again, caused the offside. Faceoff will be outside the Greater Lowell blue line. Crowley dumps it in. Courier at the side of the net just touched it, moved it away. Looking to walk in, blocked out in front, tipped to the far corner. And we're going to whistle. We got a penalty coming up against the Jets. Greater Lowell will have the man advantage. The face-off will be to the right of DiFilippo. DiFilippo has been outstanding in net for the Jets. He's called on to make a bundle of saves each and every day, and now he does a little swan dive to grab the puck at the side of the net, squeeze it, and hold on. Four minutes in to this interleague battle. No score. They get it back to the point. Go from one side to the other, walking in. The shot, it skips past. It broke through the pads. DiFilippo looked like he had it, and it flipped through. Cal Norris will get credit for the goal. He shot it from just inside the blue line. DiFilippo had it. He looked down, and it just squirted between his pads. And all that pressure pays off. So it's a power play goal. Shot. It went all the way through. DiFilippo just got a piece of it. Brought into the zone by LeBlanc. Dump back out. It goes in the zone. Back to the blue line. The shot blocked. LeBlanc threw it back into the corner as the Jets are looking to change up. This is the longest it's been in the Greater Lowell end, and now they skated out. Shot goes over the net by Bouvier. And the Jets knock it out. And it was on net. So Curry had to make a save. They were going to make the pass to Simmons, and he slipped and fell. Now they skated out. Trying to flip it by, they go get it. Tipped to the corner by Alisi. Shot got blocked and winds up out at center ice. The block nicely by Jacoby Camo. Back to the point, the shot. And from one side to the other. Alisi goes down. And they knock it home again. Brian Bosley knocks it home. Just can't keep it in. Winds up with Witten. Tip into the zone by Travers. And Greater Lowell back in Jet zone. Shot. Squeezes it between the pads and makes sure this one doesn't go in. Katie Katz with that tough shot from inside the right faceoff circle. Keith Filippo had to make the save. And they keep it in the Jets' end. Out in front, loose. Keith Filippo finally grabs it. It was loose, everybody trying to get a piece of it. Keith Filippo finally grabbed it with his glove and held on. The faceoff will be to his left. Alisi sends it around. Looking for Winorski. That's a name that a lot of people will remember. The old timers will remember. The Winorski brothers were outstanding hockey players at Lynn Classical. That was when English had a team, Classical had a team. And the offside is called. They knocked it off the stick of Cody, and then Winorski carried it in. Over the line, the shot got blocked, winds up high off the glass to the far side. Digging out in the corner, trying to dig it out. And they dig it out, they punch it out. And this will be icing against Greater Lowell. They'll bring it back to the Greater Lowell end for a face-off. 6:49 left in this first period. 2-0 Greater Lowell. They swing it around. Couldn't keep it in. Yeah, that's a nice little tip by Witten. Nice defensive play by Witten. Dump in the zone. Witten will track it down. They dump it out in front. Can't keep it in. They have to clear the zone without touching it or they'll be offside. They take it away. Looking for Winorski. Could skip past him. Nice little shift. Nice little pass. They get it back in the Jet zone. Shot got tipped by the net. Behind the net. They just save it, and the shot goes wide. They blast the shot. Winorski got a piece of it with his leg. Bodies go down. Jets took two of their own players down. Filippo made the save. Cal Bouvier came out of that melee. It was a collision. Two Jets knocked themselves down. He came out, fired the shot. Filippo made another big save. The faceoff will be to his right. Jets couldn't clear it. Backhander goes behind the net. trying to come out from behind the net. They throw it. Alicia trying to clear it. Kept in. Crowley will look for it. Shoveled away by Jacoby Camo. And it gets shoveled in again by A.J. Lopez. Alicia takes it away, knocks it out to center ice. Thrown back in. Crowley with a rush. His shot. Courier makes the save from long range. They tip it back in, and they're offside. Alicia tipped it back in. It got touched by Lopez, who was still in the zone. The faceoff will come outside the Greater Lowell blue line. Icing against Greater Lowell. Face off to the left of Courier. Whitten knocks it back. We had one, there aren't that many people here watching this game. We had one stand up right at the glass, right in front, blocking every so often the view of the camera and the announcer. Well, takes it away, they get numbers. They try to push it by. They wind up with it, but they wind up in the corner. Back to the point. Shot. Tip wide, trying to stuff it home. DiFilippo held the post. Shot goes wide. Now they knock it home. All that pressure paying off. I'm not sure. Usually they skate by the bench. They just went to the bench. I'll have to find out whether it was Norris or Lazowski who got their second goal. If they keep all that pressure on, they get the shot on net again. DiFilippo has to make another save and grab the rebound. From one side to the other, keeping in. They throw it back and it went by everybody. Jets, LeBlanc keeps it in. Greater Lowell skates it out. Tip to the far corner. Alicia looking for it. Trying to get it to Winoski. It got blocked. Tip back, it winds up outside. They have to clear the zone. Jets take it away. Flip into the zone by Cody. And we got a whistle for something. I think it's going to be a penalty against Greater Lowell. So the Jets will have a power play. Greater Lowell had one and they scored. Cody and LeBlanc and Furlong will be up front. Alicia and Crowley back at the blue line on this power play for the Jets. Furlong will look for the draw. It got tipped. I think it went into the Greater Lowell bench area. So the faceoff is going to be to the left of Cole Currier in net. Furlong wins the draw. Alicia's shot never got near Currier. Kept in. Greater Lowell will tip it out, looking for a break. Almost got it. Crowley knocked it down. Crowley gets the shot on net again from long range. Currier made the save. Crowley with it. Pass too far ahead for Cody. Back to the point. Alicia takes the shot. Blocked out in front. Tip. The would-be rebound shot got tipped wide, and Greater Lowell ices it. Tipped again back in the zone. Furlong carries it in. LeBlanc had it taken away, dumped out the center ice. Back out the center ice again. That's just about going to do it for the period. Short bounces in. Currier steered it away. Tipped out, and the horn's going to sound in the period. So a big first period. They started with a power play. They added two more. And at the end of one period, it's Greater Lowell and Neshoba 3. The Lynn Jets, nothing. Welcome back as we set to start the second period here at Connery. A big first period by Greater Lowell. They scored 3. It was Gabe Lazonsky getting 2. Cal Norris had a goal and an assist. Evan Moskrop got an assist, and Brody Simmons got an assist. And the Jets got it in a Greater Lowell zone. And that's one of the few times they've got a legitimate scoring opportunity. Crowley from the blue line let it fly. He got a couple of shots, but it was like just coming inside the blue line, firing it. Currier, who's in net for Greater Lowell, got a good look at it. From long range and able to make an easy save. Now, Lowell knocks it back in the Jets end, and it got tipped and knocked out. So the faceoff will be outside the Jets blue line. And I didn't see it, but they put up another penalty against. Now they take it down. I'm not sure. I looked up, they had 2 minutes on the penalty side, and I said, that can't be. Greater Lowell's got 5 guys on the ice. They took it down as quick as they put it up. So the Jets had the tail end of a penalty starting the second period. Teams are back at equal strength. Skating it out was Camo. He's one of those young kids. They've got a bunch of 7th and 8th graders. I think I mentioned before, they've got 20 players on the roster. 13 of them are freshmen, 7th and 8th graders. I think they have 3 seniors and a junior. So it's awful tough for these 7th and 8th graders to bang heads with seniors and juniors. I think Greater Lowell's a stock senior team. I think they have like 12 or 13 seniors. Kyle Furlong looking for the draw for Lynn. Furlong winds up with it. Witten, little shift, gets it in the zone. It got knocked back. Knocked ahead by Sherino. Playing defense, he's another 8th grader. Shot got partially blocked. Greater Lowell keeping it in. Furlong knocked it out. It popped up over the glass and out of play, and we'll have a face-off. Face-off will be at center ice. I'm still wondering where football and soccer went. We're almost to the end of basketball and hockey. Tipped into the zone. Back to the point. Shot deflected wide of the net. Jets break it up and flip it out. They knock it in. That's Christian Serino. Furlong. It goes in! Furlong celebrating. He was outside the blue line. He just flipped it into the zone to get it in to their zone. When he flipped it, it went on net. It hit Courier. It deflected off Courier and went behind him into the net. And Furlong gets a very unexpected goal. One of those freshmen. Everybody was amazed when that went in. All he was trying to do was flip it into the zone to get it there. Filippo makes the save right about shoulder high and holds on. He was outside the blue line. To the left, he flipped it. It was either going to sneak inside the near post or hit the post or go wide and go behind the net. And all of a sudden, it hit Courier, and before he could blink, it popped by him. And Furlong gets the goal. Alishi can't break it up. Trying to walk in. Alishi forces him behind the net. That was Brian Bosley trying to go in alone. LeBlanc shot from an angle. Courier made the save. They got a piece of Winorski, so he couldn't get a stick on the puck to get the shot off. Skips past everybody. DiFilippo way out of the net. Great Lowell dumps it in. Flip will grab it and hold on. Five minutes into the second period, 3-1 now, with the Jets getting on the board. Tip behind the net. Serino trying to throw it ahead. Lopez couldn't clear it out. It gets tipped by Camo back to the Greater Lowell end. Camo slides it behind the net. He fell down. He was down on his knees. Out in front. Camo couldn't get a stick on it. Trying to come from behind the net was Boisson and got knocked down for his efforts. Knocked out to center ice. Greater Lowell. Shot. DiFilippo made the save. The rebound came out. Chris Powers was there for the rebound. Just as he was going to tip it in what would have been an open net, they got a piece of his stick, and he couldn't get much on it. DiFilippo was able to make the save, and it stays 3-1. The face-off to the right of DiFilippo. Furlong won the draw. Greater Lowell winds up with the puck. Knocked away. Travis can't clear it. Crowley. They put a hit on Crowley and the hitter went down. Blocked and knocked away by Christian Serino. I say Christian because there's two of them, Julius. Bodies go down again, more bodies go down. Right inside the right face-off circle. Cal Norris gets his second. He ripped it, it deflected off. It deflected off DiFilippo. So, Lozinski and Cal Norris, because there's two of them, both have two. And Greater Lowell's got their 3-goal lead back. Oh, back, they had to hold it because he couldn't go in. Simmons did a good job. If he goes in, it's going to be offside. Still has the puck. Throws it in front. Simmons. That's an ESPN highlight goal. And I think Lozinski now has a hat trick. Brady Simmons had the puck. He started to go over the blue line. It would have been offside. Took it to the near side. Did a complete circle. Went all the way down the left side, and from the left face-off circle, threw it across, and Lozinski was able to knock it home. Walking in, the shot. DiFilippo made the save. He's looking for the puck. He can't find it. Simmons got 2 assists. He almost got a goal. Just past the halfway mark of the second period. So the Jets cut it to 3-1, and now Greater Lowell get back-to-back goals. Missed the net with that shot. They try to give it back, and it goes all the way back to the Greater Lowell end. Simmons took a big hit on the other side and went down. He's hurting. He's going to the bench. Looks like he's holding his shoulder. Hope he's going to be okay. Shot. DiFilippo with the glove. Grabs it like a first baseman stretching for the throw. Picked it. The faceoff will be to his left. Or excuse me, his right. Witten can't clear it. Witten trying to clear it again. Camo with a nice pass off the stick of Lopez. Can't keep it in. They shovel it ahead. I think there's going to be icing. Now they wave it off. That went right by the crease. Trying to stuff it home. DiFilippo got a piece of it. Serino clears it away. Camo can't clear it. It goes to the net. DiFilippo will grab it and hold on. Get the shot on that. W the save. Couldn't find the puck, then he finally found it. I'm looking at Camo out there trying to bang heads with people. He's a 7th grader. He's got 2 years before he even gets to high school, and he's playing high school hockey. It rolls in. Curry will just pounce on it and hold it. We just had Pedro Lopez back at the blue line for the Jets. He's a 7th grader. A.J. Lopez, who carried that puck in the zone, is a 7th grader. Furlong, tipped into the zone by Christian Serino. John Briggs on defense on this play. He's a 7th grader. Alishi breaks up the play. Briggs is doing battle out in front of the net with a couple of seniors trying to keep them away as the puck gets deflected up into the Greater Lowell bench area. You wonder why Lynn can't win all those hockey games. When they got 7th and 8th graders out there battling against seniors. It's not from lack of effort they're not winning, I'll tell you that. And of course you have to know too that those 7th and 8th graders, very little experience, varsity hockey. LeBlanc skates it out. Dumps it in. Cody looking for it. Little Lowell skates it back out. Still controlling. Flips it back. Shot, score! Jaden Auger gets the goal. I think it was called Povier. He carried it in, kept fighting off people all around him, finally flipped it just inside the left face-off circle. Looking for a break, trying to walk in. He broke in, DiFilippo made the save, and then he got his own rebound and knocked it in again. Jack Donovan with the goal. So the Jets cut it to 3-1. Greater Lowell gets 4 unanswered. And it's now 7-1. He picked off that puck, walked in alone. DiFilippo made the initial save. When he did, Donovan was able to pick up the loose puck and knock it into the open net. The Jets haven't had it in the Greater Lowell end very often. They haven't had too many real good shots. The goal came from outside the blue line by Furlong. They just took a fortuitous bounce for the Jets to get them on the board. To the net, Courier makes the save off Cody. Walking in. They called a trip. He beat the defense just as he was turning to his right to get the shot off. They knocked him down. But with 1:12 left in the period, Greater Lowell will get a power play. And this has been the story for the Jets. They stayed close for a while. They've had some games where they played well all the way through, but a lot of the games, they just get worn down because they're just not big enough and strong enough. There aren't many 7th and 8th graders. There's one for St. Mary's, a name that Lynn will certainly know of, Nerrick. Furlong again trying to score from long range. He stole the puck got to the top of the right faceoff circle, flipped it. Curry had to make the save. But Nerrick is an 8th grader at St. Mary's, playing extremely well for them. But he's a big boy. He's close to 6 feet tall, and he's got weight behind him. He can compete. These kids are 7th and 8th graders, and they can't compete with the seniors and juniors. Body's going down behind the net. Loose at the side of the net. Bodies go down again. .121 left on the power play for Greater Lowell. 32 seconds left in the period. They missed the net. Furlong ices it. He's played well, the young freshman. They dump it by. LeBlanc flips it away. And it's just about going to do it. Shot goes wide, the buzzer goes off. So Furlong got that fortuitous bounce on a shot from outside the blue line. It deflected off the goalie into the net to make it 3-1. And then all of a sudden, Greater Lowell woke up and got 4 in the last couple of minutes. And with a period left in this interleague battle, Greater Lowell, Neshoba, leads the Lynn Jets 7-1. We're underway in the third and final period. Shot goes wide. Everybody doubling up. Brady Simmons got a couple of assists. Hal Bouvier has a couple of assists. Cal Norris has a couple of goals. And Gabe Lazowski has a hat trick. Jaden Auger picked up a goal. And Jack Donovan picked up a goal. Furlong looking for it. And we got a whistle. Lynn was able to kill off that penalty, and now Lynn will have a power play. Furlong and Cody and LeBlanc will be up front. Alisi and Crowley back at the blue line. Furlong will look for the draw. He wins it again. He does a good job. Crowley can't keep it in. Knocked loose, looking for a break. Couldn't get the shot off. Hustling back was Alisi. Crowley with a hit and a half. He just crunched Simmons. Now we got a whistle. I don't know if they're calling a high stick. Faceoff is going to be to the left of DiFilippo. But Alisi did a nice job cutting off Simmons, who looked like he was going to have a breakaway. And then when you get over in the left corner, Crowley hit him with a shot and a half. Cody's shot missed the net. Shot slipped through everybody, went right by the defenseman, right by the goaltender, but it was wide of the net. Everybody, the Neshoba fans sitting to my right, just were looking for that to go in. DiFilippo knocks that shot down. And well, he come out of the net because Greater Lowell was icing the puck. They give it up, but they have to wait till they clear the zone. Serino's pass is picked off. Greater Lowell knocks it back in. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Lynn hasn't got a shot yet. They bounce it out to center ice. Knocked back in. And that's just about going to do it for the man advantage. Now we got an offside. 4 ticks left on the power play, so the Jets can't control again. In a second, it goes by the boards. Face off at center ice. Jets need another player. Everybody's screaming. Bushon looking for the draw. They dropped the puck. Bushon wasn't even ready. Bushon wasn't ready for the drop. He's an 8th grader. Tipped away and dumped out. Now a break. DiFilippo made the save and they hit a shot and a half. Cody Katz was walking in and he got drilled. The save for Cody Katz. It was Brian. It was Brian Bosley who was trying to walk in alone. He got crunched as he crossed the blue line. The puck wound up on the stick of Cody Katz, and DiFilippo stoned him. They look for the lead pass. This will be icing. They were looking for A.J. Lopez breaking. They threw it too far. Look out there now. Out there now for the Jets. Boyson is an 8th grader. Lopez is a 7th grader. Camo is a 7th grader. And that's the line out there. 3 7th graders. I've been doing this a very long time. I've never seen anything like this. These young players out there working as hard as they possibly can. They're very inexperienced. They're very young. They're trying as hard as they can, but they just can't get it done against juniors and seniors. Shot. Belt high. That shot came from outside the blue line. That was Bosley again. He drilled that right on net. DiFilippo caught it belt high and held on. Calling a hand pass against Greater Lowell. The faceoff will come back in their end to the left of Cole Currier in net. shot blocked. And it's not Cole Curry on net anymore. It's Declan Farrell is the new goaltender out there. That got blocked. Great Lowell skates it back. Shot got blocked. Blocked and then tipped again out by Travers. Out to center ice, back to the Great Lowell end. Again, we got Briggs, a 7th grader, back on defense. Knocked out to center ice by Travers. Travers is an old man. He's a freshman. Furlong shot. Put it right dead center of the net. Farrell made the save. Face-off will be to the left of Farrell. Bonoski, LeBlanc, and Cody out there with Serino and Crowley. Broken up, nicely kept in the zone by LeBlanc. Crowley keeps it in. It's shot high over the net. They couldn't clear it out. Serino kept it in. And I have to say Julius Serino, because there's two of them. Cody and LeBlanc, bodies go down, and we got a whistle. And I think we got a penalty coming up for the takedown. There was a battle going on. There were 4 bodies. 2 Greater Lowell players went down, and they call it on LeBlanc. Greater Lowell will have a power play. 7-1. Greater Lowell, Neshoba Tech leading the Jets here in the 3rd period. Picked off and skated away nicely by Serino. Lost it again. Bodies go down. Serino and Rurak collided. Now they bring it back. Shot blocked nicely by Crowley. Dumps it out to center ice. We're going to whistle and way back up ice. Cal Norris was down. Official blew the whistle. He goes to the bench. Looks like he's okay. Face-off will be outside the Jets' blue line. Furlong knocks the draw to the Greater Lowell end. Shot got deflected to the side of the net. DiFilippo grabbed it and held on. 1 minute straight up in the game. Just past the halfway mark of this 3rd and final period as the shot goes wide. Cody got a stick on it, couldn't clear it. Pass went by and he fanned on it. Right over the stick of Trevor Desjardins. Shot blocked. Furlong takes it away, 2-on-1. Shot got blocked. Good defense by Colin Norris, as Furlong was looking for a breakaway. 15 ticks left on the man advantage. 6.5 left in the hockey game. Back to the point, the shot deflected wide. Cleared out nicely by Jacoby Camo, who's out there killing the penalty. He's a 7th grader. AJ Lopez killing the penalty. He's a 7th grader. Filippo made a great save. And he did it again. Shot almost killed the official. Just get out of the way of that one. Out in front, point blank range. They made a nice pass across. And DiFilippo made a couple of great saves. And we got a whistle for a stoppage. And I think it's Lowell going out. So Lynn just killed off a penalty, and now Lowell will have to do the same. But I don't know if I've ever seen 2 7th graders out killing the penalty. And one of the other penalty killers, the defenseman, was Witten, who's a freshman. I think the other one was Julius Serino, who's an 8th grader. Get deflected off the stick of Norris. I'm not sure. They blew the whistle for the offside. The puck in the zone. He was coming out of the zone. He can't touch it. He was still in the zone when he touched the puck. LeBlanc, Cody, and Furlong up front. Serino and Crowley back at the blue line. Furlong shot off Norris, the defenseman, out front. Trying to center it. Crowley keeps it in. Deflected. Bodies go down. It gets deflected. And Lowell able to clear it out. Cody carries it in. Save. Farrell got a piece of that shot, and they clear it away. Crowley with a rush. Looking to walk in. The shot went wide. A minute and counting left on the penalty. Jets haven't converted yet on a power play. Furlong carries it in. Walking around, trying to get the backhander off. They pushed him too far, and he shot it to the far corner. And Lowell will clear it out. Filippo fires it up ice, picked off by Lowell. They throw it back in. They leave it for Serino. Pedro Lopez, the 7th grader, was out there with Borchon, who's an 8th grader. Ties it back at equal strength. Casarino tries to flip it around. Dumped out to center ice. Tip ahead. Looking to walk in. The shot high over the net. Borshon with the shot, got tipped wide. Borshon got knocked down for his efforts. And that's what I'm talking about. When you carry it in, Borshon's an 8th grader. Going up against Ryan Rorak, who's probably a senior, because they got a bunch of them. This is Rorak. Walking in, still with it. Pete Filippo had to make the save. Carrying over the line was AJ Lopez, another 7th grader. And we got heat going on all over the place. Ryan Rurak got into with the 8th grader Borshon. Now the parents are getting into it. The parents are now getting into it in the stands. I hope you're not picking up the language that the mothers are whipping out here. Nice, very nice. The parents showing a lot of class. They were down on the ice. Borshon and Rorak got into it. They separated them, and then somebody else came over, and Rorak threw a punch and whacked them. So that's going to be major, a throw-out, and suspension for a couple of games. Brian Borshon, the coach's son, 8th grader, getting knocked down and getting into it. And you wonder why. It's 7-1 with 2:13 left. Just get up and walk away. Especially if you're Greater Lowell. What are you looking to get into a fight now for? The Jets are not going to the tournament. The win tonight is going to put Greater Lowell within one game of the tournament. The last thing you want to do is get thrown out and get suspended. In the heat of the battle, all of a sudden, they were laying on the ice, kind of rushing a little bit, going at it. They got him up, they separated him. And then Ryan Rourke threw a punch at one of the Jets players, and that started all over again. Now they're trying to figure out who's going to get what, who's going to do what. I haven't seen anybody go to the locker room. They haven't put anything up on the board yet. It's 5-on-5. We got people in the penalty box matching penalties. I can't believe they didn't give Aiden Pleasant out there for the first time for the Jets. DiFilippo tips it to the far corner. They didn't put anything up on the board, so I don't know if it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Rurak threw a punch. He should have been thrown out of the game. Deflected away. Jeriel Soto out there for the first time. Brian Boychon clearing his bench. Rafael Ortiz De La Rosa, another freshman. Shot missed the net. Tip by DiFilippo. It goes out of play off the shot from the blue line. You can certainly pick out Jeriel Soto, the young sophomore from Lynn Tech. He's the only one with a black helmet. Shot goes over the net. He missed the block and went into the boards. Thank God he's getting up. Icing against the Jets. They'll bring it back. We had the hockey players getting into it. We had two of the parents getting into it. The two mothers were screaming about, that's my kid, no, that's my kid. They knock it out. A minute and counting left in the game, and it can't come soon enough. Winoski looking to walk in. Got the shot off. Farrell made the save. Defensive play by Pedro Lopez, the 7th grader. They dump it out. Final seconds. Tipped away. LeBlanc. Winoski. Shot. Hit the post. It went by Farrell and hit the post. And the buzzer finally sounds, and we can end this. Greater Lowell got out quickly. They got 3 goals in the first period, 2 of them by Gabe Lazowski, who wound up with a hat trick. The other one was Cal Norris, who got 2. Brady Simmons and Kyle Povier both got 2 assists apiece. It was 3-0 Edna won, and then Furlong got an unbelievable goal. He was just looking to shoot the puck into the end, throw it in the zone from outside the blue line. He threw it. It deflected off the goaltender into the net, and it was 3-1. But then Greater Lowell struck for 4. In the last couple of minutes, the last 5 or 6 minutes of the second period, they got 4 to make it 7-1. It was a scoreless third period, but it was anything but less than exciting because we had a brawl going out on the ice. We had a brawl going out up in the stands. We had people going after each other, players going after each other. And Greater Lowell creep a little bit closer to the state tournament. They go to 10-9. They've got 3 more games. They have to win one of them. But again, Gabe Lazowski with 3, Cal Norris with 2, Brady Simmons and Kyle Bouvier with 2 assists lead the way. Furlong, the young freshman. Kyle Furlong, the young freshman, gets that unbelievable goal. And that was as close as they came. They cut it to 3-1, but then Greater Lowell put 4 on the board in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the second period, and that was enough with the final score. Greater Lowell, Neshoba Tech 7, the Lynn Jets 1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.